All right, let's get started. So we're going to be following the Lemon Tote crochet pattern. You can find this on yarnspirations.com. But for the watermelon version, you're going to be using this Red Heart Super Saver yarn. This is color Flamingo. And then for the last 3 rows, we're going to switch to Red Heart Super Saver in white, and then Spring Green, and then Patty Green for the last round. All right, so grab your size 8 crochet hook, and let's go ahead and chain 13. So I'm making my slip knot, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then in the 4th chain from hook, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4th chain from hook, we're going to make a double crochet. And then that chain 3 that we skipped over, that's actually going to count as your first double crochet. So let's go ahead and double crochet to the end of this chain. And when we get to the last chain, you're going to make 4 double crochets. So I'm just making 1 double crochet in each of these chain stitches. Oops, there we go. And then in the last one, we're going to make 4 double crochets. All right. Now you're going to turn your work because we're going to be working on the other side of the chain. Move this over. And we're just going to go ahead and double crochet down the other side. You should have a total of 10 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now we know to stop. This is what your project should look like so far. That's the end of that first row. You're going to chain 2. We're going to turn. And for the second row, we're going to make 2 double crochets in the first stitch. Okay, so here's 1, 2. Now double crochet in the next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 2 double crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. Okay, so we got 1 and 2 all in one stitch. Okay, here's our last one. 2 double crochets. All right, now we're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're going to make 2 double crochets in the last. Okay. Chain 2 and turn. We are going to make 1, this is going to be our 3rd row. We're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 double crochet in the next 10. So make 2 double crochets all in one stitch. Keep going. Okay, that was the last one. Now let's make 1 double crochet in the rest of the stitches. It should be 12 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and our last stitch, 12. Okay. I'm going to chain 2 and turn. You could turn and then chain 2, whichever way works. I know the pattern says turn and then chain 2, so I just wanted to clarify that. All right, so I chained 2. I've turned my work. Okay, so the 4th row, we're going to do 2 double crochets in that first stitch. And then we're going to make 1 double crochet in the next stitches. There's 42 all the way till we get around to that last stitch, and then we're going to make 2 double crochets in the last. All right, so you can count if you want, or just go ahead and make all of your double crochets all the way around. Okay, we're getting to the end here. This is the end of row 4. So we've come around. All you have to remember to do here at the end is make those 2 double crochets in that last stitch. You should have a total now of 46 stitches. Okay, so I made those 2 double crochets in that last stitch there. I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to turn. The 5th row, we're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. 2 double crochets in each of the next 22 stitches. All right, so just go ahead and make those, well, 2 double crochets all in one stitch. Okay, that was our last one. We made 2 double crochets in 22 stitches. And now we're just gonna make 1 double crochet in the remaining stitches. You should have 12 remaining. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the last one, 12. Okay, chain 2, I'm going to turn. Row 6, we're going to do 2 double crochets in the first stitch and then 1 double crochet in each stitch till we get to the last, and then 2 double crochets in the last stitch. Okay, so 2 double crochets, and then we're gonna just do 1 double crochet all the way around, and then 2 in the last. Okay, 2 double crochets in that last stitch. All right, let me just lay this down. It's starting to get big. Okay, that's what it should look like so far. That's after the 6th row. So let's do our chain 2. Let's turn. Okay, let's start on row 7. So we're gonna do 1 double crochet in each stitch. So very simple. Just 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay, here's the end of our 7th row. We just made 1 double crochet in each stitch around. All right, so now let's start on the 8th row. This is going to be our last increase row, and then it's kind of smooth sailing. So we are going to make 2 double crochets and then 1 double crochet, repeating 9 times. All right, so let me chain 2, let me turn. So this is the start of our 8th row. So we're going to do 2 double crochets in one stitch and then 1 double crochet in the next. We're going to do that 9 times. So that was 1 time, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 times, 3 times, come on, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6, 7, 8, and this is that last one. That is 9 times. So 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, repeating 9 times. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 34 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 9, oh, sorry about that, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. All right, 34 stitches. Now we're gonna do that same repeating sequence of the 2 double crochets and then a double crochet in the next till the end. And so you should have the 2 double crochets and the 1 double crochet 9 times, just like we did to start. So 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, all in 1 stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1. Okay, all the way till the end. This is 8. Here's our last one. There's 9 times 2 double crochets, and you end on that 1 double crochet. Woohoo! All right, you've done it. So that is 8 rows. All right, so the 9th and 10th row, we're just gonna chain 2. We're gonna turn. So for the next 2 rows, all we're gonna do is make a double crochet in each stitch around. Okay, so I'm gonna meet you at the end of row 10. So this is row 9. When you get to the end of this, you're gonna chain 2, you're gonna turn, you're gonna go back around. So you're just gonna have 2 more rows of just all double crochets, no increases. All right, using this pink yarn. And I will meet you at the end of row 10. All right, here we are at the end of row 10. You should see your tote slightly start to curve like this. It should be doing that. Now I just want to show you. So rows 11 through 13 are very simple, just as you've been doing, making those double crochets in each stitch around. But like I mentioned earlier, here is where we're going to switch our yarn colors. So at the beginning of the 11th row, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add in, just slip stitch in my white. I'm going to chain 2, I'm going to turn, and I'm just going to continue like I did for the previous rows, just 1 double crochet in each stitch around, all in white. I will meet you at the end of this row, and we will add in the green. All right, here's the end of row 11. We are done with our white yarn. I didn't mention this before, but you can actually just go ahead and clip off the yarn that you are done with. So we're done with the pink, we're done with the white. Let's get our, this is our spring green, our lighter green yarn. Let's just slip stitch that in there to attach, chain 2, turn, row 12. You're just going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch around with your spring green color, and I will meet you at the end. Actually, you know what? I think you guys got this. So after this, you're going to add in your dark patty green, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make after this one, you're going to make 1 last row in this. Do not fasten off. I'm going to meet you at the end, and we're going to continue on with the pattern. All right, so here we are at the end of the 13th row. All right, so you should have finished that light green, attached your yarn, just 1 double crochet in each stitch using the dark green. So I'm just coming to the end here. Okay, just making those double crochets in each stitch. Okay, I'm at the end. Okay, but I'm not going to fasten off because we are going to be working along this top edge here, making 2 single crochets along the edge. So 2 single crochets in each of these, over each of these stitches. So you see your stitches are kind of going sideways. You're just going to make 2 single crochets over each of those. And then you're going to want to weave in these ends. All right. So let's just go ahead, 2 single crochets over that first one. Kind of loop your hook in there, see, just around the edge of that double crochet. 2 single crochets. Okay. You should have 52 single crochets when you're done. This is what it should look like so far. Okay, that is 52 single crochets along the top edge. All right, go ahead and fasten off. And then you're gonna wanna weave in your ends, and you're gonna wanna make a whole nother one of these panels. Okay, so this is gonna be one for the front, one for the back, and then we'll get started on your watermelon seeds. Let's grab some black yarn and make our watermelon seeds. Now you can put these on both panels or one panel. I'd probably do both. I've already done most of this one, so let's just add one more seed, and then just so you guys can get the hang of it. So grab your black yarn. I'm just gonna make a little slip knot here on my hook, and then I'm gonna chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna slip stitch in that second chain from hook. I know I'm using black yarn, so it's kind of hard to see. Okay, slip stitch. We're gonna make a single crochet in the next stitch, and then a half double crochet plus a single crochet all in that last chain stitch. Okay? You can see that very well. Now you can just fasten off. Okay, we're gonna have 2 ends here. Let's pull that one through. So I'm just gonna weave in this one real quick in the back side. Okay, that's good enough for now. All right. And then you're just gonna line it up kind of along that pink edge there. Okay, use your tapestry needle. I just kind of hold it down and just work along. Just work along the edges. No one's really gonna see the stitching on the inside of the tote. Oops. Through the same hole there. All right. There we go. Let's just make sure that's secure. Okay. And then it's kind of how it looks like on the inside. Then just weave in your ends. Clip that off. Okay. Now let's connect our two panels. Okay, let's stitch our watermelon tote panels together. So you're just gonna set one on top of the other. Try and line up the edges as best you can. We're gonna just grab one corner here. I would just stick your hook right through both corners. All right, grab your coordinating dark green yarn. This is the Patty Green Red Heart Super Saver. And I'm just gonna send that through. And then I'm just gonna work under these stitches, making slip stitches. So you can see that. Slip stitching these edges together. So I'm putting my hook through both stitches. Okay. And just grabbing my yarn for a slip stitch. Okay. So it should be starting to look like this, securely connected, and you should have this ridge kind of popping up there. Okay, so let's do this all the way around. So the whole thing's connected, and I'll meet you back at this end. Okay, so you should be done slip stitching those edges together. All right, your tote panels should be connected. Just flip it over. I have not fastened off this yarn yet. Okay, so it should look like that. And then the inside. All right, looking very cute. Okay, so we're back at the top of the other edge. Obviously, we don't want to close the top of it. So we're going to start and finish this off by making our handles. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and chain one. We're going to make a single crochet all the way around this edge, okay? Single crochet in each stitch until we get back to this first little chain here, our starting point. Okay, so single crochet in each stitch around. Remember, you have 52 stitches along this edge, 52 stitches along this edge, right? So you should have about 104. Now, if you don't have exactly that, it's going to be okay, but the pattern does have a specific stitch count, so that could be helpful if you do count these. All right, so I'm just making single crochets in each stitch along the edge. Okay, just like that. All right, I'll meet you back at the top. Okay, I'm back at the beginning, and I'm going to join. I'm going to chain one, and I'm just going to show you all we have are just single crochet stitches all around the top there. Okay, so now for the second round of our kind of top part with the handles, we are going to single crochet in the first 6 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here's where we're going to start making our first handle. We are going to chain 40, and we're going to skip 40 stitches along this edge. All right, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 4, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay. So now I have a chain of 40, but now I'm going to come along here. I'm going to count 40 stitches over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay. And in the next one, I'm going to join with a single crochet. All right, so this is the start of your handle. Okay, so I joined with a single crochet. I need to make 12 of these single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now I'm going to make my second handle because we're now on the other side. All right. So do just like you did here. Chain 40, skip 40. Okay. Skipped 40, single crochet in the last 6. Join, chain 1. All right, now we're gonna single crochet in the first 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do a half double, one single crochet in the next and then a half double crochet in the next. So we're kind of working in these chains now. So single crochet, half double crochet, and then we're going to do a double crochet in 36 of these chains. So almost just to the end of your little chain handle. So let's just start making those double crochets. See if you guys can see that. Double crochets in the chain. This is our handle. Okay, done my double crochets. Let's just end here on the chain with a half double crochet, then a single crochet, and then single crochet along those single crochet stitches from the previous row. Which is gonna bring us here to, so here's one handle. Just flip this over. I need to weave in that end. Here's our other handle. So let's go ahead and do that same thing. Okay, I'm just making a single crochet, a half double crochet, and then double crochets along the handle, single crochet in the remaining, and we'll join and we'll start on the last row. Okay, all we have is one more round for our handles and we are done with our tote. So I'm gonna go ahead and join chain one. We are just gonna basically do the same thing we just did. You might have one extra little single crochet in there. So you're basically gonna, the single crochet stitches are a little bit sturdier than your double crochet stitches. So that's why it's nice to kind of have that part here be some single crochets instead of all double crochets, just for a little extra sturdiness. And then go ahead and start in on your double crochets for your handle. Okay. Let's do a couple more so you can kind of see how this is turning out. So your finished handle is gonna have that thickness to it. All right, so you're gonna do the same thing, double crochets along the handle, single crochets along these little edges, double crochets along the second handle, meet back here, and we'll basically be finished. We are just finishing up this last round of the handle, finishing up the single crochet stitches. Oops. Then we're gonna just join, clip that yarn off. You're gonna weave in that end. Again, you can add some more seeds on the back side if you'd like. All right, and we have our really cute watermelon tote. Okay, so adorable. You can fit, I would keep obviously nothing too heavy, but you could fit a beach towel and some sunscreen, and you could also use this for yarn, your works in progress. Zoe, my daughter, likes to use the lemon tote, carry around some of her toys and things. So a lot of ways you could use this cute tote. Hope you enjoyed. Pattern is on yarnspirations.com.